everyone, this is Talina. I am doing this video on boundaries and setting boundaries with other people so they know how to treat you, so they know your worth. A lot of the times people please. They do things even when they say no because they're peer pressured to do it, and me, I was the same way. I always people pleased, let other people walk all over me or be mean to me even when I didn't really know how to stick up for myself. And a lot of the times we go into friendships and relationships with an open heart or an open mind, and we're like, oh, okay, this is going to be a great relationship. But then it turns into something else because people let other people tell them how to do things or how to be, or not setting boundaries for themselves, not telling the person, no, I don't want to go here, I don't want to do this, or they never say how they feel about anything in the relationship. And last night, I wrote something in my phone, and I said, when we wound ourselves, we often try to find those wounds in other people. Sometimes if you go from one relationship to another and you don't let yourself heal, you carry those wounds into the next relationship that you have. Therefore, you don't stick up for yourself, or you just hurt the other person because you're hurt. A lot of times you mirror other people. So how you're feeling, that other person feels it too. So you attract people into your life that are feeling the same way, or they're in the same type of place in life. And then throughout that relationship, you're learning from each other how to trust, or you're learning from each other how to set boundaries. I know that one of the relationships I was in prior, I learned how to set boundaries with that person by telling them that I didn't want to be treated the way they were treating me. That's hard, to go through life not knowing how to tell people how you really feel about things. No one really likes the truth. I don't. Not always. Sometimes I do. I'm learning to take it in stride, because only you can make yourself feel bad, but sometimes other people can too if you let it get to you. And I'm one of those people that sometimes can take things personal, and I try not to. And so I wrote down also, self-love starts with filling the cup you already have, which means filling the cup that you hold already with things that you love or learning about yourself. Passionate things like I said in my last video, reading, writing, listening to music, dancing. I don't dance that often, but I do like to dance in my room, or, anything that'll make you feel in your joy in that moment. And it's also taking a step back and looking at things in a bigger picture and saying, what is wrong with this picture? What am I not seeing in this picture? Why didn't I set boundaries in this relationship? What was the sole cause of that? And so we look for validation from others to tell us how to feel about ourselves. And that's kind of what I did too. I looked for validation from someone else to tell me how to love myself. And that's not really how it should be. You should tell yourself that you love yourself all the time. Harder said than done. But what I'm saying is filling that cup with things you love about yourself, or knowing your self-worth, or just being healthy because you want to, is a good thing. I know it's hard, like in society, when they tell you how to look, that you have to have this certain type of body, you have to have this certain type of makeup, you have to have this certain type of hair, nails. Like, I think that you should be able to make that choice without society putting it in your head. But it's reality, and a lot of the times things are forced on us because it stems from childhood too. You know, what we watch as kids, what our parents do with us when we're kids. And a lot of people don't like to look at that part of it either. Like, oh, I didn't get this from my parents, so this is why I'm the way I am. And a lot of the times that could be true, but then you carry that into your adult life or teenage life or whatever age group you are. You carry that because you know no better. What we're taught as kids really shows us what boundaries we are setting with other people too. Like, your parents telling you no is a boundary. When you're a kid, oh, can I have that candy? No, you can't. You know? Or just telling someone no. Like, if you don't want to do something and you're not happy with something, set that boundary. Tell that person how to treat you, because that's the crux of it all. Showing that person how they should treat you because you see yourself that way. And you set that boundary with that person. It's not the other way around, you know? A lot of people don't see it that way. And they're like, oh, I'm already setting boundaries. But are you really? Because setting boundaries means not allowing someone to treat you like trash. Not letting someone talk you down. Abusive or verbally anything abusive relationships where people are like calling you names because you don't deserve to be called the B word or any type of mean name that people say to you when they're angry. That's rude. Like, that's not how you treat people. But if you tell someone, I don't want to be treated that way, that's a boundary. I deserve better. You're setting boundaries and you're letting people treat you that way because you don't really love yourself. A lot of it is allowing yourself to see the beauty in you, not seeking it out from other people, not giving them that power over you because you don't see it. And like I said, taking a step back and looking at what boundaries you want to set. Like, what will you or will you not take in a relationship from somebody? Like, me, one of my boundaries is if I'm dating somebody, I want to go on a date, like a real date. Not, you know, let's go chill, watch a movie or something like that. That's not a date. That's not something, that's not negotiable, because a date is something where you learn how to talk to the person. If you're going to the movies with that person, you're not really getting to know them. You're watching a movie. You know, you're sitting next to them in the dark watching a movie. You're not learning who they are. You're not learning their personality or anything. Maybe during dinner you did, but like not during the movie. So it's a matter of setting that boundary of, I want to be taken out on a date. I want someone to open my door for me. You know, I'm old school. I believe guys should open doors, or even if it's the other way around for whoever you're dating. Setting those boundaries of what you deserve, what you want. For me, dating is a big thing. Romance is a big thing. It doesn't have to be flowers or candy or anything like that, but it has to be a date, a few dates where you're getting to know the person. Something fun, something different, not always the same, but it's also making sure you know what you want. And boundaries is also that too, knowing what you want. And if you don't know what you want, then you got to figure that out before you start dating somebody, because then you're always going to flip-flop between telling the person this and then contradicting it by doing something else. And I guess this video is pretty much on that, and self-love and learning how to set those boundaries with anyone. Like, you give them that power to treat you that way because you allow it. And I've allowed so many people to treat me that way. And now I'm in this place where I'm like, nope, you can't treat me that way. I'll stop talking to you. Instead of being ghosted, I'll be the one ghosting you because I'm not into childish games, you know. Maybe I'm too strict on that, but that's how you set the boundary. You leave people, or you let people go because they're not treating you right. And we all deserve to be treated great, like queens and kings, you know, like we're worth. And that's what this video is pretty much about, setting boundaries and letting yourself glow from the inside out because someone treats you like the queen or king you are. And this is something that I've learned through dating people that weren't the best. But, sorry, the dog's barking outside, and he's outside my window, and I'm in a basement, so. But, it's just, this video is meant for that. Meant for showing people and kind of giving advice on dating and friends. And if a friend treats you badly, don't let them do that. Say, no, hey, I don't like this. It's like, maybe you won't be that straightforward, but I'm learning how to be more outspoken to the point where I'm going to tell someone if I don't like what they're doing. Because I don't really like confrontation, but I have to confront the person and set that boundary and let them know, hey, I don't like this. I don't like that you're doing this. Can you stop? And if they don't stop, then you drop them. Because you have to make sure you know what you're worth. And I'm going to end this video on that note and say, you are loved, you are bold, you are capable, you are beautiful. Tell yourself that every day. I am beautiful, I am bold, I am loved. Even if it's just by you, fill your cup with your own love by treating yourself like the queen you are, or king. Have a good day.